Yeah, I'm really excited to go shopping with my brother today. It's been a long time that he's working hard, and I'm really grateful for that.
Yeah. Guys, this was definitely not a script. Alright guys, welcome officially to this day in the life, and today is a very emotional day for me because I'm going to be taking my sister to shopping, I'm going to be filming my first professional podcast, and I'm going to dinner to celebrate a huge win for my business. But all of this started back in March 2023, where I was working so hard on my business. I was training so hard every single day, and I was still not seeing results. I was for more than 8 months stuck at the same weights, injury after injury after injury, and just not being able to smash any PR. I tried dozens of training systems, I tried many businesses, but nothing was working for me, especially because I was trying to run my own business, having a professional weightlifting career, and having a very serious relationship. So nothing truly worked for me. And in March 2023, my fifth business failed. I injured my wrist very severely. I'm going to put you guys the picture here. And I broke up with my girlfriend, got my heart broken. So that's where 322 comes, because I tried many training systems after that, trying to recover my wrist and all of this stuff. And that's when I came up with 322. Okay, I tried 4-2-1, 5 every single day, training every single day and not recovering. I tried a bunch of stuff, and 322 was the perfect fit for me because I was able to run my business, I was able to recover, and I was able to progress like crazy. I added 33 kilos to my total in the span of 6 months and a half, and it was the biggest progress of my entire career. Became multiple times national champion. I was lifting injury-free, pain-free, and I was truly seeing some massive progress both with my business and with my weightlifting career. Now guys, a year later, I run a six-figure business, and I am one of the best in the world in what I do, which is weightlifting, and I have the biggest one-on-one weightlifting coaching in the whole entire world. So guys, without further ado, let's go shopping with Emily Ibanez.
Look, mama hit my phone and said rap's no good. Better than.
Now guys, we're gonna go pay. The role of the man in 2025 is the wallet, right? That's all we're here for. So yeah, time to buy for my sister. Now guys, we're gonna go to the cigar lounge. Let's see if the Canadian cigars are not that expensive. Let's see them. Guys, the cigars are secured. Now we need to go buy a t-shirt for this guy. Alright guys, just came back from shopping with my guy Sasha. He's like a little brother to me. I know him since he was like 4 years old. He's, really focused on school right now. He's not truly, into business or any of this stuff. He's truly focused on school. And then went with my sister. My sister has been with me, since I was completely broke and nobody truly believed in me. She was there for me. Like, I remember 6 months ago, I had $400 in my bank account. I had nothing to my name. I failed 5 businesses. Nobody believed in me. None of my family, none of my friends. And the only one who truly believed in me and in my business and in what I was doing that truly helped me was my sister. So now, I'm not going to go blow up all of my money on a car and just forget about her, right? I'm truly spending the money that I have on her. And that's truly what fulfills me, because if I buy a car tomorrow, or when I bought the Rolex, it felt good for 2 hours. Afterwards, I just didn't care about the Rolex. I don't care about the Rolex anymore. It's going to be the same when, I do decide to buy my car, right? It's going to be the same. I'm not gonna care after 2-3 hours or after 2-3 days. But buying something to my mom, buying something for my sister, paying the rent for my mom, that's what truly fulfills me, and that's what makes me feel good as a man, right? Taking care of my family, that's my duty. Even the Lord in the Bible says that someone who cannot provide for his family is worse than a non-believer, right? Someone who doesn't believe, it's worse than that. So that's the saying, is you need to be able as a man to provide for your family. You need to be able to do all of these things. And for me, all of the free time that I have, I'd much rather spend it with my mom or with my sister than on a random date or with a random woman, right? And I have nothing against the guys who do that, but I just decided a few years ago that all of the free time that I have, because I'm always working or training or recovering, all of the free time that I have, I'm going to spend it with my mom and with my sister. That's what I'm gonna do. Guys, I want to show you guys something crazy. And this is my guy Kyle. He joined my coaching like it was 6 weeks ago, 7 weeks ago, and he just smashed a 13 kilo PR. Look at this. I don't know if you guys can see it. 13 kilo PR in the jerk, and his biggest weaknesses when he joined the coaching was his lockout and his jerk, and now he just smashed 13 kilo PR, which is absolutely crazy. Same thing with Nayung. She was stuck at the same weights for 18 months, and now she's just smashing PRs in the snatch, in the clean jerk. You guys can go see my story highlights. You guys can go see that, and guys, it's just absolutely crazy the results that my clients are getting. So if you guys want to truly improve your weightlifting, shoot me a DM or click the link down below and book a call with me. Now guys, I'm going to go for dinner with my friends, and that's going to be absolutely crazy. So see you guys in a few hours. Guys, we're about to go to the restaurant with two of my boys. We're here, well dressed, and there's two things that I like in this life. And there is my family, my mother, my sister, and second of all, and obviously God, and second of all is dressing good. It just feels so good, man. Like investing, like I remember the first $1,000 that I made, I just invested it on a suit because I knew like I love suits. So I'm just gonna invest $600 in a suit. And that was my first investment that I made in myself. And it's all about self-image, man. Like 4 or 5 months ago, I was completely broke, but in my head, I had a 6-figure business. And I was doing the actions that I had to do in order to build that 6-figure business. And back when my wrist was injured and I could not lift anymore, in my head, I was already doing 160 kilo snatch. So I was adapting the attitude and adapting the work ethic of someone who snatches 160 kilos. And that's how I got here. So guys, everything comes from here, from the mindset. This dude
It's $43, bro.
$43 for this, bro. Look at this. $43, bro. That's wild, bro. Alright guys, so we just finished like a normal day in the life. Actually, you know, I go out with my friends like maybe once every 2-3 weeks. Most of my day it's just taking calls and just, you know, sitting down and working for 9-10 hours. Then I just go to the gym for 2-3 hours, right? So for example, this is not pretty much a normal weekend for me. I don't usually go out, you know, that much to go shopping and to go with my friends to a restaurant, right? This was a pretty much a special occasion because we've reached some numbers with my business that I'm very proud of. But guys, like you can even ask Emily right now. Emily, how were my weekends like 2-3 months ago, even like last month?
Well, he's just like always working, and even now, like the whole week, he's just working and training, and like yeah, he really like never go out with his friends, and like yeah, he's just working.
And like the message that I'm trying to get out, like right now, you guys can see, like it's not me that says that. Like it's normal to live like boring days, like just sitting down on your desk for like 8 hours and smashing a bunch of work for your business or for your job. Like all of those things are normal. Obviously, like at least once a month, do a little bit like me and go out and take your mom to, you know, a nice dinner, or to your sister to go shopping, or go out with your friends. But most days they suck, right? And I know on YouTube everybody's buying their new Lambo at 19 years old, and on Instagram everybody's flexing their Bugatti and their Rolex and whatever and this and that. And it's like, yeah, that's great, bro, but show us how you were working your ass off for 5 years straight, right? Like I've been working my ass off to being able to, you know, go shopping with my sister, go dinner with my friends, and that not even affecting my bank account a little, right? Doesn't even affect, like I've spent like 1K today and it's nothing, like it doesn't affect my bank account. But you know how many days I had how many months, how many years I had to work for this?
Yeah, like I remember like a couple years ago, like 2 years ago, he was just like reading all day long he was doing school, I think 2 years ago, but like he was reading every single day. He read like 3 books per week. I don't know how.
Yeah, it was just like reading finances and reading about nutrition and reading about self-improvement and working and working and reading and working. And that's all I did, right? For like almost 2 years. And it's like, yeah, now I'm 18 years old. I run my own business. I make over 6 figures per year with my
online coaching business, but it's like, you know how hard I worked for this. And all of you guys, who are making 100,000, 200,000, 300,000 per year, is like, yeah, right now you're in a very successful spot, and everybody's like, oh bro, you're so talented, you're so this, you're so that, but you only know how many years you had to study. You only know how all of the sacrifices that you had to make. Well, everybody, went to parties and all of this stuff. You were working hard, and you were studying, and you were doing this and that. So it's like, guys, like, stop believing this fake Instagram, YouTube bullshit of like everybody's buying a Lambo at 18 years old, right? My guy, who I was in the restaurant to, he makes over $50,000 per month. He doesn't have a car. He's all day working. He's a savage. He's an animal, right? The other guy, my guy JC, he makes over $15,000 per month at the age of 18 years old, right? He's all day working, all day working. He's not with Lambos. He's not with Rolexes. He's not with this. He's not with that. He's just all day working and working and working and working. That's the real life. That's how it is, right? And I'm not saying, buying a Lambo and this and that is not good. Contrary, like, work hard if you want it, but that's not how you are 24/7, right? It's like me, like this Rolex, it was great for 2 hours, guys. Like 2 hours afterwards, it's just like, oh, whatever, fucking. It's a watch, bro, right? So it's like, do whatever makes you fulfilled and stop chasing material, because that's just gonna last for 2-3 days max, right? So Emily, do you have something else to add?
No, just say like, well, most of the days are just like normal days, like yours. They're not like super special, like, as Brian said.
And like, guys, back when I had like $400 in my bank account, I had like the exact same day that today. Like, I could not even take my sister out for a coffee, right? A year ago. And I had $400 in my bank account, and that's all I did. I was working. Now I don't need to worry about money, and all I do is work, right? So it's like, work is the point. Work is, if your work doesn't make you fulfilled, then nothing is going to make you fulfilled in life, because you need to love what you do, right? And it's like, it doesn't matter if you're making $500,000 a year. If you don't really like what you're doing, it's just going to become so boring. And so, and I'm not saying that when you do what you love, it's never boring, right? I do a bunch of stuff that is boring, but I'm passionate about it. I'm passionate about teaching people with lifting and helping them smash PRs, right? And like, back when I could not even afford to go with her for a coffee, I had pretty much the same day in the life, except for the shopping, and except for going out with my friends, because I didn't have none, right? Because I was chasing a new level in life, and my past friends, they were just partying and smoking weed and with girls, right? And if I'm trying to get out of that, then you need to tell your friends, hey, like, you either stop doing this, or I'm gonna have to go away, right? I'm gonna have to let you there, bro. And they stayed there, and now they're in college, depressed, extremely skinny or extremely fat, with no woman at all. They were chasing women, and now they don't have any woman. And now I'm here running my 6-figure business, and I'm not saying I'm better than them. I just made better choices, right? So the reason why Emily's here is because she's the only person who truly believed in me since the beginning. Like, believed in business and in what I was doing. She's the only person. Like, family, friends, parents, like everybody included, nobody believed in what I was doing. But I told Emily, like, yo, like, I'm doing this, and I'm not going to college, and I'm going to be running a 6-figure business at 18. She was the only one who believed in me, and that's why she's the one who, I take shopping, I take for coffees, and I spend a lot of time with her, because she was the only one who truly believed in me. And if you have a little sister or a little brother or an older brother or an older sister, or even your mom or your dad, you are their last chance. For most of you guys, you're their last chance. So give them the example, right? For me, back when I was 16 and I was just with a bunch of women, just, drinking and all of this stuff and not taking care of myself, when I saw my sister, she saw me that way, like, she saw me as a bad example, that hurted me. I was like, fuck, I really gotta level up for my sister. And that's what I did. And now I'm a very good example to her, right? Everything that I say I'm gonna do, she knows I'm gonna do it, because that's what happened in the past year and a half. I said I'm gonna do this, and it happened. So like, if you have someone believing in you, or simply if you have family, your family should be your biggest motivation, right? Paying the rent for your mom, paying the rent for your dad, instead of just blowing up everything on a car, right? That's my own opinion, and that's how I see things, right? I rather spend time with my sister than with a random woman. I rather spend time with my mother than with a random woman. But back when I was 16, it wasn't that way, right? So Emily, if you have nothing to add, that's gonna be it for the day in the life.
Yeah, I just want to say that Brian was like so convinced about himself. Like, he was so convinced that he will be a millionaire one day that, like, he convinced me.
I'm not a millionaire yet.
Yeah, but like, he was so convinced that he will like do it one day, and then I couldn't. I don't know why, but like, I was just sure that there was no other possibilities for him.
Yeah, I mean, for me, there was no backup plan. Do you guys understand that when you're 16, you don't come from rich parents, you don't come from rich relatives, you drop out of college. I didn't even go to college. Like, I just finished high school and that's it. You don't have any other choice. You either make it in business or in sales, or you're just gonna be a whatever, like you're gonna have a minimum wage job, right? Like working at McDonald's for the rest of your life. And how the rent is nowadays, you cannot be working at McDonald's full time, dog, right? You get what I'm saying? So it's like, you either, for me it was, I either make it or I'm just homeless, right? So it was like, I'm gonna make it, right? I just removed all of the possibility of failure. I just removed it. I was like, it's happening, like it's gonna happen 100%, right? It was, I either make this happen or I'm just gonna be homeless at 19, 20 years old. So guys, believe in yourself, and God bless you guys. Thank you so much for the support. Thank you too much for, over the thousands of people who follow me every single day, and who watch my stories, who watch my content. I love you guys. And if I can inspire one single person who sees this video, that's awesome. That's, the job is done. All right. So see you guys on the next one, and God bless you guys. God is the truth.